Hello, my name is Ronit Shah. I'm a freshman at Carnegie Mellon University, and this is my 15112 term project. So let's go ahead and run this. So I decided to do a take on Monopoly, and I did that using TK-Inter. As you could see over here, this is just a splash screen, and then if you would press H, you would get the background and the rules, and then you could just press space to go back. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and start playing the game. So as you can see over here, we have 4 players, red, blue, green, and yellow. And we have a Monopoly board. So the players move around the Monopoly board, and then they can choose to buy, trade, or sell properties. And the goal of the game is basically to have a net worth of more than 3,000 and have $500 of cash with you. So you would win once you have that. Okay, so yeah, another feature to notice over here is that this Monopoly board is interactive. So if you would click on any of the properties, you would get information about them, such as their rent, the cost of their houses, the price, and then obviously their name. So this works for any of the other properties as well. So like you could go to one of the stations, and then you could see their the rent that they have. And yeah, so you could just click on the property again to close that information window. Okay, so let's just go ahead and roll the dice. So it's Red's turn, and Red landed on Community Chest. So this is a series of like 17 cards, and those cards could be either good or bad. So as you can see over here, Red collected $10 from every player, and that's a good start for Red. All right, so let's just end Red's turn, and then as you can see, $10 were deducted from Blue's from Blue. Yeah, $10 were deducted from Blue. So yeah. All right, so let's just roll the dice, and then as you can see over here, Blue landed on St. Charles Place, so we could get information about St. Charles Place. It has a rent of 10 and a price of 140, so let's just go ahead and buy that. Okay, so let's end Blue's turn, and then we have Green. So Green landed on Reading Railroad, and we could see the information about that, and we could just buy that property, and then end our turn. And now it's Yellow's turn. Yellow landed on Reading Railroad. So as you can see over here, $25 were deducted from Yellow's net worth and their cash, because they landed on a property owned by someone else, and they paid rent to Green. So yeah, we let's just end Yellow's turn, and then roll the dice one more time. So Red landed on the utility. You could get information about the utility, and then they could buy it. So sometimes if we run out of cash, we may choose to sell properties. So that is an option over here. So say we have like yeah, say we want to sell some property, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and then have Blue's turn over here. So yeah, so let's say we want to sell we want to sell this pink property that we have. So as you guys remember, it was $140. So once we sell that property by clicking on the marker over here, we get $140 back in cash. So just like standard Monopoly, we have the concept of jail in this game. So players could be sent to jail for a total of 3 rounds, and if they roll a double, they may go out of it, and if they have a get out of jail free card, they may get out of it as well. We didn't roll a double over here, so Red just has to spend 1 less round. So I'm just going to go over the remaining features really quick. So we have this initiate trade features where you could select a property on the board that you want by clicking on a property marker from the opponents. So say if I want this particular property, I would just click on it, and then I would bid for it, and then the person whose property this belongs to has to decide whether the price that I have given was suitable for them. So that's initiate trade, and then we also have this option of building a house. However, we can't really do that right now because we don't have full sets. But if we have full sets, we would basically just click on the markers, and then a house would be built, and their rent would basically increase dramatically. And the way we would know that a particular person has built a house over there is through letters and then numbers. So if we have 1 house on a particular property, we would have 1H written on the property marker. And yeah, that's basically it. So thank you so much for watching my 15112 term project video.